actually got 3 different strands. Anywhere I want. All dice. And then they just wrote devil. Yes, whale. Where did you get that bead? And he's like, Andrea handed it to me. This is what I'm going to be showing you today on how to make these. Make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. It's another great day to be live at the same time as Taylor Swift. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a long-awaited video. I have gotten so many requests over on Instagram to show you guys all of the friendship bracelets that I have gotten from how many Eras Tour shows? 3 Eras Tour shows so far, and I'm about to go to my 4th. So I am currently prepping and getting together my supplies to make another round of bracelets. So consider today's video not only a bracelet tour, but also a tutorial. And I'm also going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to store my friendship bracelets, and it's really unique and you probably haven't seen it yet. So without further ado, let's get into some updates because I feel like there's some things that I need to update you on. Number 1, my cups. I have been going really hard recently with my cute cup decor. Now you guys know I live for a good Stanley. This is from one of my favorite brands. I pretty much get all of my lid plates in straw charms from there, and this is from the You Need to Calm Down music video. Are you kidding me? That is hands down my favorite Taylor Swift music video. And then I always have one Olipop a day. I love the vintage cola flavor. And I made these limited edition cup koozies a while back. I do have another round that I'm planning on making soon, but a different design. And then I paired it with just this really cute 22 sunglasses little straw charm. Everything's cuter with a straw charm. Am I right? Now for the bracelets, I figured I would show you just like my top and most unique bracelets out of all of them, and then give you some inspo with some of the really funny and kind of silly ones that I've gotten, because there are some that are definitely standouts. Let's just jump right into it. First up is this epic lover bracelet. It's actually got 3 different strands and it's all connected on one, which I thought was super cool and unique. I can't promise I will be making anything nearly as exciting as this. This bracelet definitely wins high effort award. I love the addition of the little butterfly bead, but then also you can see it's adjustable here with this little tab, and then the actual bracelet itself is like a braided strand, and it says play my music. Super duper cute. This one's just really funny and super creative because you guys know the struggle of running out of beads. So what this person did for a little cruel summer themed bracelet, they actually made the beads all dice, and then they just wrote devils. So devils roll the dice. I mean, talk about creative. Where do people find these beads, by the way? Because I could not find any cool beads. This is definitely the most memorable bracelet because if you know me, you know I have an unpopular opinion that I am a me lover. I absolutely love me. And this one is not only pink, but it literally says me. And I just think that's so funny and like kind of Taylor Swift lore, and it's really just adorable, cute, and fun, and I love this one. Now, both of these bracelets definitely are giving me like anti-hero vibes. These 3 colors reminded me of that bodysuit that Taylor wears in the anti-hero music video. And I also hadn't seen anybody put like 3 different clusters like that of the 1989. It was just really unique. I like the presentation of this one. Same with this one, same color scheme, but of course this one says anti-hero. Wouldn't it be so cool if someone watching this video gave me one of these bracelets? Because I literally have hundreds of them and I would love to like connect with any of the original creators of them, because that would just be so super cool. Let's do a rapid fire of some of the other really cute ones. Pearl beads, it says Jesui Come. Olive Garden from No Body, No Crimes. It's kind of hilarious. Probably the most unique combination of beads that I got from anybody, and this says Are You Okay? I could go anywhere I want, just not home. This one came as a pair and double brownie points for having a clasp, and it says Taylor's, and the other one says Boyfriend in, of course, Chiefs colors. Honorable mention to anybody who had the patience and willpower to use tiny beads, because these are actually a lot of my favorite bracelets, the ones that feature the tiny beads, but I do not know how they had the patience to do it. This person in particular did an alternation of literal Eras Tour colors and then wrote Eras Tour. Now you guys know I was lucky enough to be invited to attend the Eras Tour premiere, which was mind-boggling and crazy, and I still think about it literally every single day. But one of my favorite things that AMC did in honor of the Taylor Swift Eras Tour was create their own AMC friendship bracelet. I heard not a lot of people people actually got these, and my theater happened to have a ton. I think they were putting them in the popcorn buckets if I remember, and they're the colors of AMC's branding, which is purple, red, and white, and it looks a little something like this. Now, if you're deep in the Taylor Swift lore, you're gonna understand the next two that I'm showing you. Taylor Lautner, we know he likes to do backflips, and when he made an appearance on the Eras Tour, he did not one, but two, but I think like 3 different flips on stage. So someone made me a bracelet that literally says backflip to December, which is low-key hilarious because the song Back to December is about Taylor Lautner and Taylor regretting how she handled their breakup. Backflip to December. I can't. And then I can't remember the specific context of this one, but shout out to the ocean-themed beads on this bracelet and sort of the blue oceany vibe of it overall. This person wrote yes whale, and I think this was like a funny Instagram video or something, or you know what, I think it was an interview where Taylor was like on a boat filming something for like MTV Punk'd or whatever. She was pretty young and there was a whale or something in the ocean and she was like, yes, whale. And it was just really strange and like quirky and funny. So someone put yes whale. We know that the Eras Tour is called the Eras Tour, but a lot of people, whenever Taylor messes up or does something like funny, like swallow a bug, people will call it the Errors Tour. I know you guys know this. And so someone put Errors Tour on a bracelet. And then of course, you guys know that my podcast is called Swifties School. Swifties School is also the name of my broadcast channel on Instagram and kind of just like what I title a lot of my clowning videos on social media. And I really like the beads on this one. They're super nostalgic to sort of my childhood. It's very much giving like candy bracelet that I kind of want to eat. I'm getting up close and personal to show you the grand finale of the Bracelet Tour because both of the bracelets in my hand came from quite literally the mother that birthed mother herself, Andrea Swift. I am so grateful to have these bracelets. Mama Andrea gifted me both of these at the Eras Tour film premiere itself, and this one here is the one that she handed me. The letters are a little bit worn off, but it says Eras Tour film. It's just all white with a black bead, which kind of makes me feel like Mama Swift was maybe alluding to Tortured Poets Department unironically with her little bracelet choice. And this is the one that I will literally cherish forever. She handed this to my boyfriend and I didn't even realize until we were walking away, and I'm like, where did you get that bead? And he's like, Andrea handed it to me. And it literally says, Mama Swift loves you. I absolutely love it. And this is one of my favorite, most prized possessions. As promised, I wanted to show you one of my favorite displays for my Eras Tour bracelets, and it's this really cool birdhouse that you can get on Amazon. Now, the sticker itself was created by a small business, and I'm not too sure if she's creating these stickers anymore, but I believe that you can find them on Etsy as well. I'm gonna go ahead and link what I can find for you in the description. But the birdhouse itself, which obviously is a replica of the Lover House or looks really similar to it, is a perfect way to store your bracelets. You can leave it obviously just sitting on a surface like this, but it does have a little hole in the back, so I just put a push pin here that's clear and hang it on my wall, and it's a really cute way to display my Eras Tour bracelets. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, the reason I wanted to feature this is because I think my bracelets technique is a little bit unique compared to all of the beaded bracelets out there, and mostly it's for convenience and it's a lot faster to make bracelets like this. This is one that I received from a small business actually, but I like this look. I know it's acquired and not everybody's gonna like it. It has more of a rustic look to it because you're using recycled fabric. But the fun part of it, like this person did, is you can put a bead here as your adjuster. And the reason that I wanted to make bracelets like this is because when I attended Eras Tour opening night, I noticed that there was a lot of people who the bracelets weren't size inclusive and they didn't fit their wrist, which kind of sucks, and you want your bracelets to be inclusive to everybody. I thought that the adjustable bracelets was a great way for anybody to be able to wear the bracelets, you know, whether it's a dad or even like a little kid, you can make it super tight and it can fit them. This is what I'm going to be showing you today on how to make these. Now, you can get literally an entire pack of recycled fabric off of Amazon, and I had no idea that was even a thing until I started making bracelets last year when I was attending the tour, and of course again now for London in a couple weeks. So this is what the recycled fabric that you get in this pack off of Amazon, which I'll have linked in the description for you guys, looks like. It comes in just a strip about yay big, and I would say that this fabric, you can cut it into half, but it's going to be a little difficult, so I would recommend cutting it into thirds, and you want your strip to be like no larger than about an inch wide. Honestly, this one is still a little bit too thick for my liking, but if you go ahead and cut these strips into thirds, or like use an old t-shirt or whatever fabric you have, just go ahead and make sure that it's about an inch or less than an inch thick, because it's going to make your life a lot easier the thinner that the piece of fabric is. In terms of the length that you're using, you can kind of measure your arm, like from your hand where you're holding it down to your elbow. That should be enough fabric for you, but I like to make them just longer, and then you can either cut it so that you can try to make a bracelet with the remainder, but you might have a little bit left over depending on how big or inclusive you want your bracelet to actually be. But before we get into the actual tutorial, quick shout out, because I know that a lot of Taylor Swift fans are also Sabrina Carpenter fans, and I wanted to call out my Patreon group because I have a really fun bonus download this month that just went live that you can get access to. This was inspired by the Tortured Poets department. I did a listening party document and it went super viral online. Literally over 1 million people and tons of people downloaded it to listen along and basically just have fun with their friends while listening to TTPD. So I wanted to walk you through this bonus download that's available on my Patreon for literally any tier. I have tiers that are just $2 a month, going up to $19.89 a month, depending on how many benefits you want to take advantage of. But I would recommend, if you're interested in this one, go ahead and download it and become a member for the $2 tier, because I'm also offering a clown call open to anybody who joins my Patreon this month. And the clown call essentially is where we get on Google Meet for 1 hour and we do trivia, games, giveaways, we talk about the latest Swiftivities, we clown about all things Taylor, and it's seriously one of my favorite things that we do every single month, 2 times a month. And this month, because it's my 1-year anniversary of Swiftie School, I am opening up one of those clown calls to literally any tier of my Patreon, meaning for $2, you can get access to all the discussion boards, 1 clown call this month, and this free download for the Short and Sweet album, which is coming out on August 23rd. So the document is 3 different pages. We know that the album is quite literally short and sweet, only 12 songs, but there's a page where you can fill out before listening to the album your initial thoughts. You can check off whether you're listening to the album in order, skipping straight to a certain song. You can predict your favorite song, your least favorite song, which one you think will go viral first on social media, etc., etc. And then there's boxes here for you to take notes while listening to different songs, and then you can rank 1 to 5 stars. And once you're finished listening to the album, I have an after listening portion where you can fill out your first impressions. You can rank Sabrina's different songs and albums. It's really fun and interactive, especially if you're gonna have girlfriends or maybe friends over, or you have a group chat where you guys all want to go back and forth. This will be a really fun place to do that, and then you can go ahead and jot down your most memorable lyrics at the end and share it in the Patreon group and just collaborate and get excited about something as simple as music with other people in the group. This is available to anybody who joins any tier this month of my Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/SwiftySchool. I'm gonna have it in the description for you, but let's continue the tutorial because I'm really excited to show you guys how to make these. So aside from using any sort of recycled fabric, whether you order the one off of Amazon or just cut up anything that you have at home that you're willing to part ways with, the only other tool that you'll need is this interesting little threader tool. This literally costs under $5. I think it's $3.99 on Amazon. Again, I'll have it linked for you down below. You can see it has a little opening here and it's basically just a piece of wire. I feel like if you wanted to get super crafty with it, you might be able to use like an old hanger, a wire hanger. I'm not totally sure if it would be that easy. Obviously, the last step is any sort of beads that you have laying around. And the cool thing is what you do is start by assembling your bracelet beads in the order that you want them to be on your actual threader. So I'm just gonna do colored beads for now. Of course, if you were spelling something out, you could put those beads here and you can fill it up to about halfway. You don't want it to be all the way to the top. You can see it has a little opening here and it's basically just a piece of wire where you're gonna be working with just a tiny bit of wire. But once you're happy with whatever beads you've decided on, you're just gonna take the tip of your fabric. You can see I only pulled through a really tiny amount here. And then I just like to kind of fold it over and tug it down. And then you're gonna take your threaded beads, push them down onto the fabric and pull, and you can see it threaded automatically to your actual ribbon. So it's a really kid-friendly, easy way to make bracelets super duper quickly, especially if you don't like dealing with like really tiny string. Now the cool thing too is if you are dealing with string or like a stretchy, you can see it has a little opening here and it's basically just a piece of wire, thin elastic that you're threading your bracelets on. This works perfectly fine as well, but I just wanted to show you with a really unique technique like this. Now let's say you wanted to make an adjustable bracelet that has the actual bead on the end like this. Once you've got your bracelet, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna make the halfway point so your beads are up here at the top. Then you're going to crisscross your fabric like this. Choose whichever bead you want to be the one that's the adjuster, like the bracelet example here that I showed you. Thread that on, and then instead of just threading one, you're gonna put both ends onto the end of the wire, like so, and then go ahead and proceed as normal. It might be a little bit more tough since you've doubled the fabric, but you can see it threaded onto both tails of the fabric. Now you can pull it down and just create 2 knots and you're good to go. Super duper easy, and now you have an adjustable bracelet, and then you can just trim off your excess fabric. You can see the completed product has 2 knots on either end, and then you're able to adjust accordingly. So I seriously think this is one of the most unique and simple ways to make Eras Tour bracelets, and of course it's environmentally friendly and inclusive, which is a double win from me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any requests in the comments. I already have my next video planned, but following that, I am headed to London for Eras Tour Wembley Night 3, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along. I plan on vlogging the experience from start to finish in London and sharing it with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am so grateful that you're here. Don't forget you are beautiful just the way that you are, and as always, it's another great day to be alive at the same time as Taylor Swift.